Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet. Voice you know with the news you trust studio. Sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. I'm Allison Kinney. Now let's take a look at what's making agricultural news. President Donald Trump was expected to announce a $12 billion aid package on Monday afternoon. Administration officials told the AP it should be a boost for farmers struggling to sell their crops due to the months-long trade war with China and many other overseas markets. Trump was expected to unveil the plan at a White House roundtable with Treasury and Agriculture Secretaries Scott Bessent and Brooke Rawlings, as well as lawmakers and farmers who grow commodities like corn, soybeans, cotton, and many others. Up to the $11 billion is set aside for the USDA's Farmer Bridge Assistance Program, which is the administration says will offer a one-time payment to farmers of row crops of all kinds. The rest will be for U.S. farmers growing crops not covered under the Bridge Assistance Program. It's to help offer certainty to farmers as they market the current harvest and plan for next year. Also making headlines today, the Food and Drug Administration granted Merck Animal Health a conditional approval for X-Volt cattle CA1 for both the prevention and treatment of New World screwworm, along with the treatment and control of cattle fever ticks. Dr. John Henson, Director of Cattle Technical Services for Merck Animal Health, talks about the product.
The FDA granted us a conditional approval for a product called X-Volt Cattle CA1. It's a first in its class. What it's going to do is offer vets and producers a new class of ectoparasiticides, so it's an innovative product. And so it's a newest class of parasiticide known as isoxazolines. Our active ingredient is fluorolaner, and so it is the first and only isoxazoline class compound to receive a conditional approval for use in cattle against the two parasites we've been talking about, New World screwworm and cattle fever ticks.
He said the conditional approval is significant due to the threat of New World screwworm and cattle fever ticks.
Conditional approval, what it does, it allows the FDA to address an issue like an unmet need for animal health, and it's something related to prevention or treatment, serious or life-threatening condition, exactly what New World screwworm larvae and cattle fever tick are. And so because of that, they allowed us to use some data from other countries where we already have the approval, and we demonstrated that it was going to be safe, and it also has a reasonable expectation of efficacy when you use it according to label.
Henson talked about when the product should be used.
So it's a liquid pour on, and so you're going to pour it on from the back of the animal down the midline all the way to the withers. Again, it's available by prescription. Get your vet involved, and so we encourage is cattle producers should discuss with their veterinarian. They should discuss when to use it, how to use it, just a couple of things about that. They're important in the whole parasite management program, and so sitting down with your veterinarian is going to be really important. Just to get a little more details, it is approved for use in beef cattle 2 months of age and older, and replacement dairy heifers under 20 months. And one thing to remind everybody that's listening out there is, as with all conditionally approved products, the use of X-Volt Cattle CA1 is restricted to the label indications and nothing more.
To learn more about X-Volt Cattle CA1, visit xvoltcattleca1.com. That's xvoltcattle-ca1.com. Rounding out the headlines today, USDA Deputy Secretary Stephen Vaden said the reorganization of more than half of the current USDA staff in the Washington, D.C. area to 5 regional hubs across the country will be finished by 2026. In comments to AgriPulse, Vaden said the reorganization process led by Vaden will have moved over 2,000 USDA employees to 5 cities, including Raleigh, North Carolina, Kansas City, Missouri, Indianapolis, Indiana, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Salt Lake City, Utah. However, Civil Leads reported that several provisions in the recently passed agricultural funding bill may make it harder to implement the USDA's reorganization plans. I'll have your markets after this.
Get the equipment and trucks you need at the Ritchie Brothers' next Great Lakes Regional event on December 16th and 17th. This absolute unreserved auction will feature online bidding, and items are located in Columbus, Chicago, and Detroit. Choose from close to 3,000 items, including a wide selection of construction equipment, semi-trucks, and more. Don't miss Ritchie Brothers' Great Lakes Regional event on December 16th and 17th. For more details, visit rbauction.com. Again, that's rbauction.com.
Now a look at the markets, brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance. Learn more online at seedconsultants.com. December corn closing in today up 4.5 at 4.44 3/4. March corn is up 4 1/4 at 4.48. May corn is up 4 1/4 as well at 4.55 January soybeans down 6.5 at 10.87 1/4. March soybeans down 7.5 at 10.98 1/4. December wheat is up 1/4 cent at 5.36 1/4. July wheat is down 1/4 cent at 5.50. Now looking to livestock, December live cattle is down 50 cents at 226.82. February live cattle up 27 cents at 226.95. December lean hogs are down 20 cents at 82.50. February lean hogs are down 52 cents at 81.87. March feeder cattle are down 27 cents at 330.15, and April feeder cattle are down 25 cents at 329.47. Thanks for joining us. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.